Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how I'm going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Tower card, right? It's not the first one that we've had this year, hoping it will be the last one that we've had this year. Well, look, when the Tower card shows up, right, all bets are off. We don't really know what we're getting. We can hazard a guess, or as I say, you know, for all tarot readers, astrologers, numerologists, and you know, all of the other methodologies as well, we take educated professional guesses. That's as much as we can do. We see potential futures. You know, it's I'd have yet to meet somebody that gets everything right 100% of the time. It's not possible. We're still human, right? Now, that being said, it's the Tower, right? So this could be a moment at which, for some of you, this could be a big moment of realization, a huge understanding or a light bulb moment. For some of you, this is a week where you probably do need to brace yourself. Remember, you know, we do need to talk about the fact that it is the Tower, which very often means that there's a disruption coming, or, you know, at absolute worst, something is about to go horribly, horribly wrong, right? And that's always the potential when this card shows up. Now, that being said, this, you know, how we respond to a lot of the things that take place for us is important, right? It's really important, actually. Yeah, that's as much as I've got, really, without seeing what else comes out. So with that said, if you're a continued subby, you know Raffi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. If you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. And this year I have two special guests to the Winter Solstice Alignment Activation Session. You can get your seat on the link in the description box below. I've got Heather and Denise, and we're going to be talking about astrology, numerology, the tarot. I'm going to be pulling cards, obviously. On top of that, we're going to have human design. And also we're going to have an FLP session. So, you know, intending as a group on this specific day of the year is a very, very powerful thing to do. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be awesome. And not only that, for those of you that asked, yes, this year there will be a recording. All right. So for your actions and options this year, you've got the 7 of Wands this year, this month, this week. All right. So here's where this gets interesting, right? The Tower card is number 16. 1 and 6 gives you 7. The 7 of Wands is obviously a 7 as well. Now, 2 7s represents news, right? So this is new information. Well, I say new information. This could be something that is announced, right? So one way that this could play out, it could literally be something on the wider world stage, but it seems to have a direct effect on you because this isn't an interruption. It doesn't feel like one. For those of you that haven't been with me long enough to know, when I get a world event come through the tarot, I call it an interruption. It's like tarot interrupts to say, hey, Raf, this is happening on the wider world stage. The reason I don't think this is, you know, like maybe it is an interruption and I'm not seeing it in that way, but there's just a feeling that whatever this is, it's going to affect you directly. All right, because it comes up here in this way. Now, this 7 of Wands for your actions and options is going to see you having to, you know, one, this could be a really, really intense week for you. 2, this might be an argument or a challenge of some sort that erupts kind of out of the blue, almost like in a way where you think, what just happened? Like, do you know what I mean? Like 1 minute everything was fine and now all of a sudden, like, there's this, it could be an argument, it could be a challenge, it could be a battle, it could be a fight. There's a few ways that this could show up. Now, because you've got the 7 of Wands in your actions and options, this suggests that you have the high ground, right? You're in that higher position. Whatever it is that you're saying or doing, you are in the right. And I actually like this for you because it means that you're in quite a strong position, right? So whatever it is that takes place or whatever it is that happens, you've got what you need to get through it or past it. For your communications and conversations, you've got the High Priestess. This is something that's going to come to light, right? This is going to be a secret. This is going to be something that you didn't know. Something is about to be revealed to you, Cancers. So you've got the news, right? So news, information that's coming into you that you weren't aware of. You've got the High Priestess. So this is something that you didn't know. This is going to be a piece of information that maybe shocks you, a piece of information that maybe, you know, bleeping outrages you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this could be something that when you hear it, you're like, whoa, hang on a sec. I have to do something. I have to say something here. Yeah, interesting. All right, for those of you that are employees that work for somebody else, this could be a challenge to the work or to the company. You know, maybe they announce that actually in the new year we're going to be getting rid of so ever many jobs. Maybe this is, you know, after having already told everybody that there's job security. There's something here that suggests if you're employed, it's almost like your employer is reneging on a promise, or something that's being put forward is, you know, I was going to say mildly, but is actually really unfair. And this is something that you haven't been privy to now, you know, until now. And when you are, it's going to be a moment, right? Now, High Priestess is your card as a Cancerian. So maybe you've already had an intuitive feeling about this anyway. But when it hits, it's still going to be disruptive, right? You've got that Tower card infusing this whole week. And then for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this could be that, right? This could be maybe, you know, maybe you find out who's been attacking your business if they have. I know for myself and for a lot of, you know, people on Instagram, even people on YouTube, there's been friggin' scammers galore, and it's insane. Like, nobody seems to be doing anything about it. You know, this might be a moment where it's revealed who it is, where it's coming from. This could be a week where actually, now that I think about it with that Seven of Wands, this could be a hidden enemy is revealed, right? So whoever it is going to be caught with their pants down this week, and I'm looking forward to that. Not, you know, not in that way. Just think about how that sounded. But yeah, this could be a moment at which a hidden enemy, maybe somebody that's been working at cross purposes, you know, to you behind the scenes or whatever, is revealed. And when it is, you're going to be like, wow, okay, so all this time, right? So very, very interesting. When it comes to those of you that are retired or no longer working, this could be you trying to do some form of damage control, right? So maybe you get a phone call from one of your kids, if you have them, or one of your grandchildren, or, you know, one of your nieces or nephews, or, you know, or somebody in the family, and they're like, this has happened, you know, and they blurt out all, and you're like, wait, what? And then you're having to step in to do some kind of damage control. For your love and relations, you got the Fool card. So this is nice, right? I like this because it does suggest a fresh start or a new beginning in some way for you and a partner. You've got it with the Seven of Wands, so this could be you taking control of the relationship. So if you're partnered, married, or in a loving relationship, etc., this could be where you're taking the wheel and you're saying, right, this is where we're going, this is how things are going to be from here on in. So there's like a real, you know, power moment where you're kind of saying, okay, I'm taking command of the ship so that we can sort all of this out. For those of you that are single, I mean, there's a potential to meet someone. There could be somebody that, you know, that you weren't even aware that even looked at you in that way, that comes forward. That could be really nice. Another way that this might play out for you, though, is whoever it is that comes into the situation, or, you know, ends up being a potential partner, etc., you might realize that this person is yeah, it's almost like you might realize that this person, you've got competition, basically. That's probably the easiest way to say it. For your money and materials, you've got the Daughter of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. Okay, right, so there are, I mean, maybe not necessarily challenges with money, But this week you are going to have to look at the finances, the resources, and or the budget. All right, maybe there's something that you've overlooked here. For some of you, this could be an interview. Maybe there's something going on with the finances or the resources that you'd overlooked. Maybe you've overspent on something and you only catch it at the last, and you're like, oh my gosh, they've overcharged me. And as well, because you've got that high priestess there as well, this might be something that's where you've been being overcharged for months and you haven't even realized it, right? And now you do, and it's like, hey, hang on a sec, I want my money back. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I would say when it comes to health this week, it's more likely to be mental challenge or mental strain. And so you just want to be careful with that. With this, underneath this high priestess and this tower card though, I'm telling you, there's a hidden, like someone that's been working against you, that's been at cross purposes, maybe somebody that's been, talking about you behind your back or whatever. They're going to be outed this week, and I am here for it. Right, I'm here for it. Universe ain't come to play this week, so I'm intrigued. I just kind of get the feeling that it might be somebody that you know, or maybe somebody that you hadn't expected to hear that kind of stuff about yourself from. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could just be a really like, wow, okay, sort of moment. So I hope it's not, but hey, listen, we take the rough with the smooth. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, things could get a little loud at home this week. All right, so just be prepared for some intense conversations and or a little blow up or two. There's nothing, life threatening or anything about it. It's just, there might be a conversation that gets a little bit heated, so just be aware. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a conscious but also a great week. It would be lovely to see you at the winter solstice. Remember, you can get your seat on the link in the description box below. Take care, and I'll see you soon.